नमस्कार। विमेन टीवी इंडिया के सभी दर्शकों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन और स्वागत है। और आप सभी को आज करवा चौथ की ढेरों शुभकामनाएं। तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे मिलकर, और हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं सभी महिलाएं बहुत खूबसूरती से तैयार हो रखी होंगी। इस समय तक तो पूजा कर ली होगी, चाय पी ली होगी, और अब हमारा कार्यक्रम देखने के लिए आप पूरी तरह से तैयार होंगी। और मेरे साथ स्क्रीन पे हैं बहुत ही खूबसूरत मिसेस इंडिया एलिगेंस इंडिया वर्ल्ड 2021 अल्पना मैत्रा श्रॉफ। हेलो अल्पना, bonjour, I must say bonjour Alpana.
Bonjour, Sarika ma'am. Thank you.
Sawa.
And thank you, women. Yeah, Sawa bhi hai, Tre bhi hai.
Good. तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है हमको आपके साथ दोबारा एक बार जुड़कर फिर से मिलकर, क्योंकि अगर मैं दर्शकों को याद दिला दूं तो हम
Yes.
पिछले साल कुछ इन्हीं दिनों में दिवाली के समय पे, मुझे लगता है दिवाली की एक पूर्व संध्या के ऊपर हम मिले थे, और तब आपने नया ही खिताब जीता था, बल्कि 2 खिताब जीते हैं। एक तो जैसा कि मैंने अभी बताया, you are Miss Elegance India World 2021, जिसके लिए हम फिर से आपको बधाई देते हैं। और विनर ऑफ वुमेन ऑफ सब्सटेंस अवार्ड है, जो कि आपको एजुकेशन और सोसाइटी की सर्विस करने के लिए आपको उससे सम्मानित किया गया था। तो दोनों के लिए ही आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई है। और अब हम आगे बातचीत का सिलसिला बढ़ाएंगे। आज जो हम मिल रहे हैं करवा चौथ के शुभ अवसर पे, तो हमारी जो एक मुलाकात है, मुझे लगता है हमारे ग्रह मिलने के बहुत अच्छे हैं। हम किसी न किसी शुभ दिवस पे ही मिलते हैं, शुभ संध्या पे मिलते हैं। तो कैसी हैं आप? अगर मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता दूं, क्योंकि हम आज एक फ्रेंच एक्सपर्ट की कैपेसिटी में आपसे बात कर रहे हैं नारी कलम कार्यक्रम में, क्योंकि नारी कलम के हमारे बहुत सारे दर्शक जुड़े होंगे। तो मैं इसीलिए कोशिश कर रही हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत शब्द यहाँ वहां से मैंने सीखे हैं, बल्कि अपने बेटे से, बिकॉज उसने फ्रेंच किया था तो थोड़ा सीखा है। अगर मेरी कुछ प्रोनाउंसिएशन गलत हो तो मैम साथ बैठी हैं, वो ठीक कर सकती हैं मुझे। तो कैसे हैं आप, बताइए।
Yes, so I have written this book.
अरे जी, parler le français avec l'élégance, अगर मैंने ठीक प्रोनाउंस किया है।
Yes, correct. This is a book for the 10th standard and above of all the boards of the universities like SSC, ICSC, for the unseen portion, that is essays, letters, dialogues, जो unseen portion रहते हैं examination में, and also for the language seekers who know some French from before, and for the travel help, for seeking travel help, like there are dialogues for daily needs of shopping, so it's a handy book for travelers. So in this book now there are 58 essays, 37 dialogues, 20 informal letters and 9 formal letters. And whenever you embark upon a new language, you're embarking upon the civilization of that country. So when we read a book, all the information about the culture of that country is contained in all these passages, unseen passages. So that way.
वेरी नाइस। तो अल्पना, मैं ये जानना चाहूंगी कि इधर में आ ही रही थी अल्पना, बहुत कॉलेजेस में भी और प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स में भी आप फ्रेंच पढ़ाती हैं। तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या फ्रेंच से सालों से जुड़ी हैं। तो आपका उसके लिए विशेष एक लगाव है। और भी आप बहुत कुछ पढ़ाती हैं, आप आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट की फ्रीलांसर भी रही हैं। तो आपने छोटे बच्चों के साथ भी आप जुड़ी रही हैं, उन्हें भी आप पढ़ाती रही हैं। तो फ्रेंच की बुक लिखने का ही ख्याल कैसे आया आपके मन में?
Yes. So in French, that students who used to come, they would come at any point of the full year, either beginning or middle or even at the end in a crash course. And what used to happen is that they may have already joined some classes, but they don't pay attention. And since it's a new language, the parents also don't know what's happening. Now, towards the end, they get some fear that our percentage will get low and all. So I would have, so they come to me, and then the way I teach them, like the method of very a friendly manner of teaching. So then they will suddenly they will earn a lot of percentage in the French, which will make the whole percentage overall come up. And therefore, the parents will become so thankful after the examination results come, and the children will like some like they come and touch my feet also. And then I feel that I should really help them more and more. So when they were studying, I would give them bespoke, like bespoke is like whatever they ask for, that type of essay, that type of letter, how much the student has capacity to learn, I'll give that much French to for him in that topic of essay and letter, so that he can learn that much portion. And because unseen portion we're supposed to write on our own, that essays and all, so that I would give. So then they were asking me that is there any book in the market where we can get these common essays and dialogues and letters ready made, because there's so many topics which are so common, and we have to keep on researching and learning and studying. So then I said that let me so I started on a side typing all the things on with my own hand, and it took me quite a lot of time, and after that also to edit and re-edit and make perfection. So then I did this for because we feel that the children should get more and more. That's why I got attracted to this.
जी, तो बहुत ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस
हाँ,
रहता है जब आप इन्वॉल्व हो जाते हैं बहुत स्टूडेंट्स के साथ और आपको आप मतलब उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को समझ रहे हैं कि बच्चों को किस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, तो उनको एक
हाँ,
रेडीमेड अगर आप फॉर्मेट में बुक के फॉर्मेट में दे देते तो ऑब्वियसली जो बच्चे आपसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं एनी टाइम दे कैन टेक केयर हेल्प। पर आपने शायद सोचा
हाँ,
होगा कि बाकी भी बहुत सारे बच्चे होंगे जो आपसे कनेक्ट नहीं करते और
हाँ,
उनकी
बहुत
भी
सारे।
सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकती हैं। क्योंकि ये बात
Yeah,
आपने
because
बिल्कुल
in
ठीक
the
बोला
college,
कि
yeah,
जैसे
college
अगर
also and
बच्चे
private classes.
जी, जी, स्कूल में बच्चों को सब्जेक्ट्स मिलते हैं जो फॉरेन सब्जेक्ट्स भी होते हैं
Yeah,
और बच्चे कई
yeah,
बार उनको ऑप्ट करते हैं, बट नॉट ऑल द टाइम पेरेंट्स कैन हेल्प देम। तो
yeah.
इसलिए फिर बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती है, बच्चे किससे गाइडेंस लें? तो बिल्कुल अगर अच्छी
For the for the younger classes, there are books in the market for the French essays and all for the younger standards. But for the higher standards, there was no like all put together. They might be researching from internet and from here and there, but a common set of dialogues and essays which refers to the culture of the country mainly, and that would be like so that was not readily available. Yeah,
राइट, राइट।
that's
तो आपने आपने खुद मतलब क्या मेहनत किया? कहाँ से आपने फ्रेंच की शुरुआत कहाँ से की? लाइक when did you develop that taste for studying a foreign language? क्योंकि अगर हम let us go back, अभी हम आपकी बुक है
yeah,
मार्केट में which can be a big help to all those aspirants who want to study and who find difficulties in carrying
yes,
on with their interest. तो उनके लिए तो बुक है, पर आपका अगर मैं पूछूं थोड़ा हम बैकग्राउंड में जाते हैं, आपको कैसे इंटरेस्ट हुआ कि क्योंकि मेरे साथ मधु मदान मैम भी हमारे साथ जुड़ी थी और उनको भी मैं करवा चौथ की बधाई देती हूँ और भी बहुत से दर्शक जुड़ रहे हैं हमारे साथ साथ साथ। तो ये
हाँ,
आपका फर्स्ट लव मतलब फर्स्ट
yeah,
दैट मोमेंट ऑफ लव फॉर फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज वो
yeah.
कैसे आया उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं।
Yeah. So basically, I have, believed in developing the creative and cognitive mind. So for education, my parents used to always encourage me, and after doing LLB also, it was because, and then my creative mind is always there. So like anything of artistic or a new language, anything which is creative will catch hold of my attention. So being curious, if we had learned French in school, and being curious, I took it in college also. And my thirst for French did not end over there. So I did alias Francais classes, and
ओके,
therefore I continued. And then
यू
I
कंटिन्यू।
started, yeah. In the weekend batches and all, I would still study professor courses in alias Francais. So like that, it went on.
मुझे बताएं अल्पना आपको भी तो प्रॉब्लम्स आई होंगी क्योंकि आप इतनी सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं मतलब पढ़ा रहे थे, आपने लॉ भी किया है और आप मतलब वहाँ आप फैमिली भी है, देन आप बहुत सारी चीज़ों में वेंचर आउट करती रहती हैं, जैसे ऑब्वियसली वी नो कि यू हैव दिस नैक फॉर ट्राइंग न्यूअर थिंग्स। तो जब आप फ्रेंच का आपने पढ़ने के लिए सोचा और जब आप पढ़ रही थी, तो आपने खुद पर्सनली किस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स को फेस किया उस टाइम पे?
Yeah. So I believe that when you're teaching in the colleges and there were hundred students, so they are full of mischief because they are learning a new language, so they want to make fun out of the words. They so that beginning part of the college teaching every language, especially foreign language teachers will face it, and they are fully undisciplined. So that was one. And of course, otherwise I believe that whatever I do is all the activities I do, all the efforts I do is I'm really not into capable of anything. It's only God's grace, which is, I believe, without his grace we cannot reach anywhere.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So now, just tell something more about your book, though you have already said there are
Yeah.
essays in that. So because we are
Yeah.
talking about, and I guess you have written one more book prior to this
Yeah.
also. You have written one more
uh,
book.
that was previously I had written the model test paper for 12th HSC. It's on my Facebook with the link and all. And so that was a beginning, because model test paper, yeah. For French, there was no model test papers, but there were limited things in that. And in this, now there is like, for example, there are language seekers and there are people who are traveling also. They never know that have you ever known that you can buy stamps in a tobacco shop? It's a uh, tobacco shop where you can buy stamps. So these small descriptions in dialogues and in the essays give you a vision about the culture of that country. Plus, when you pick up the book and you read it, the direct English translation is given there. So if you are gone for booking your tickets or hotel booking or buying or clothes or a hotel menu, restaurant menu, and at that particular point you want to speak a particular sentence, so in
Something.
English, you see, you have confidence to speak it out in French, because for otherwise people learn French for many levels and for years, but they are so inconfident of conversing. And here is a chance where if you speak aloud from the book, you have the confidence to, when you're traveling also, and otherwise for children also, that speaking confidence, because the English translation is right there. So then they don't fumble that, oh, what is written, I'll first check in the dictionary, then I'll come back and the grammar part of it. So they can, and yeah, so that perfect translations are there in English on that's just beside it, like that. That is one aspect of the book. And otherwise I feel that this Indian things are also compared, like India, the seasons and the culture of India, like the festival of India, then the festival of France, all these in the younger classes, they have got 5 sentences to learn about that in French. But here there is a full page of it, and then the children can easily pick out some portion from it which they will memorize, some portion of it which they will understand and reproduce in the exam, unforeseen part. But once everything is together in their hand, they'll become confident, like that.
That is true. So Nandini, we have our one of our viewers. She's not only viewer, but she's also part of Team India, Team Women TV India, and
Hello.
she's complimenting you. Teaching method is the easiest way to get a great place in the heart of students. You did it. Congratulations to you. So she is congratulating you, Alpna, because obviously when you connect with students, you understand their problems.
Yes,
You always find a heart. This is
that is the
and
thing, is like you need so much experience after teaching so many students. Then only we are able to write a book in and put it up for them, like that.
right.
Otherwise, you won't know
बिल्कुल.
what they need, what they require. Yeah.
Yes, that is absolutely true, because whenever you are venturing into something new, that is not so common thing, because for Hindi and English, so it's fine in India, and whatever region you are living in, if you are living in Punjab or any other state, so you know the local language. But
Yes.
just moving out for something like foreign language,
Yeah.
that becomes a bit more complex and difficult. And
Yeah.
I have my
Yeah.
notes, because whatever one or two words when I have to talk to you. So this is the second
Yeah.
time, and I'm so happy that I'm talking to you. So I take my
Yes.
notes, because as I just told you, my son, he's done in his school, he's done French
Yes.
and a little bit of those certificate courses also. So I just
Yeah.
ask him, give me few words,
Okay.
and then poor thing, he has to sit with me and he has to write it in Hindi, he has to write it in English,
Yeah.
the way you are saying,
For
that it
pronouncing
becomes
is different.
easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, pronunciation is so different, and how we are born with speaking Hindi, so we don't realize how we say for masculine and feminine. For book also we say kitab kitab thi. We don't say kitab tha. But in French also it is like that, that every object is masculine and feminine, but we have to learn it because we're not born with that, like that table is some masculine, feminine, chair, like that. So that
Right.
first they take time into doing all that. La is la. It's not just one the like English, but yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the basic of French. But after that, this goes a bit beyond that, like 10th standard students and above. Then for them, this book is more useful,
A
of
big
course.
help. It will
I
be a
believe
big
you
help.
should have
Yes.
one book. Should not hesitate to keep this book on your bookshelf, because it will
Yeah.
be good for all the generations. It's a handy book, and you should read only one portion of it at a time. Like you should not
Yeah.
try to read five, six essays, or try to read everything. Then you will retain it, because if you see media, like if you see on the mobile and on the computer and all, our mind gets distracted. But if you have and you can't retain what you have learned. If you see from internet, I'll get this essay out and then I'll make an essay from it, and I'll make one. Then you get so distracted. But if the book is in front of you, you can picturize the civilization of that country,
Are there some
and so
pictures
that
also in this book? Are there some
there are no
pictures also?
pictures.
No
No,
pictures,
there are
but
no pictures actually,
description.
but it's on the one side is English and one side is French. So
That's
we can
wonderful. That is,
yeah,
yes,
yeah. So
yes,
each
yes,
page has one side English, one side French. So they can
yeah.
quickly imagine, and
I
imagination
know.
is the best. Yeah.
So, last time when we were interacting, and in the beginning when
Yeah.
I had learned few words and I said, bonjour, Alpana, and you said, and I asked you, Sava, and then you said something which at that time I didn't understand, because I was not prepared
Ah,
to understand those things also.
ah,
Then you said mercy.
yeah.
And I was just going through that, because we had to interact. So I was going through that interview. I said, and I said, Hanji. So today I asked my son Pranjal, I said, "Ki, what should we say?" So that the way you are saying, he also
Ah,
wrote. Then I said, how to say you are welcome. So then he
hmm.
gave me few words. He said, exactly these things don't mean there's nothing like welcome there. Either
Yeah.
it is mention not is, he was saying the
Yeah.
real. I said something that the real, I don't know what he said. The
Welcome
real.
means bien venue, but you say bienvenue, bienvenue.
And then,
Wel-
okay, be a
huh,
venue. He told me,
yeah.
then you can say is avec plaisir.
Avec
So,
pleasure. Pleasure means with
uh,
pleasure. That is,
with
it's
pleasure.
my
That
pleasure.
you
It's
can,
my pleasure. Yeah.
so,
It's my
he
pleasure.
said it
Yeah.
is not exactly that, but then you can say this,
Ah,
because from whatever
these things are,
little
yeah,
knowledge.
it's not word to word also. It's in French,
Yeah,
the
it's not.
translations are many times not word to word. Plus, there are
Yeah,
so many grammatical, a lot of grammar than what is in English. It's not much more levels and
yeah,
levels than English. Put it all together, there are tenses and all. So, as the children of 10th and boards and all, when they write the unseen portion, they would like to stick to simple tenses, because they can't
yeah,
conjugate all the difficult tenses. But so this book has got the simpler side also of all the unseen portions, how to conjugate. Otherwise, you start off writing with present tense, then you will add some past imperfect into it, and you'll end up with the future tense. So that does not hold, that cut marks little somewhere. So that's how to hold the whole tenses in one passage, so that they don't
yeah.
make that mistake. English, yeah, yeah. English is shown there, so
No,
they
that
can
is so
relate to that.
wonderful. So
Ah,
wonderful to know about this, that you are, you have put your heart and soul into this.
I have.
And
Yeah, it took me a long
because,
time, 6 months to type it
yes,
with my own hand. And then editing and re editing, because in today's date, if we put even a little bit of a mistake, and so we don't want the mistake, because critics are available everywhere. And if you put a
I
small
know.
mistake in writing a book, if you want to be an author, then a small mistake, now people will try to carry it far. So
Yes,
that then your purpose is not served now, because you're trying to help the people. So then this way I had to edit and re-edit for a long time till I find that I am satisfied. Plus with the
yes,
publishers also, the publishers are also very they have been all the way professional with us, yeah, and with the grace
very,
of Krishna, yeah,
very nice. So beautiful. And
yeah,
Nandini is again saying, because she's so happy with all that you're saying, Nandini is still connected with us and she's continuously messaging. And she says that
yeah,
it's the teaching method that differentiates a good between a good teacher and a average teacher. I must say there's no bad
yes,
teacher, but obviously there's a good teacher and
there's
there's
no bad teacher, yeah,
if
yeah,
you want to say if you make that thing interesting, obviously you strike the right chord with your students, and if you are not able to,
yeah,
then obviously there's a problem. So she says
exactly.
only the teaching method can turn a difficult topic into the easiest, and it is only the one thing that can turn the easiest topic to boring also, in case. So I guess that is
Yeah,
what she meant.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah. So, and I used
and
to
we
make,
have,
while giving classes and all, also, I would give
and
a lot of
now,
freedom to the students. Yeah.
so I'm just putting one message.
Hmm.
My son, he's also watching our show, and he has put one message which I won't be able to pronounce right. I don't know. I in my English or Hindi style, I might say "mama" or I don't know. Formidable apotre travel. So I don't know what I
Okay.
said, but you can
I
tell us
say,
what it is.
yeah. Mama, vous êtes formidable à votre travail. Mama means mother. You are
Okay.
formidable means you are too good with your work. In your à votre travail is at your work. So
Acha.
travail is work. Travail is not travel. Travail is work. Yeah.
Travel is work.
So you are
Okay,
too
so
good
probably he
at
must
your
be.
work.
So he must.
Yeah.
Mama means mother. Okay, so he must be trying to say that
Yeah.
he taught what he taught me. I did justice to that. So that is what I can work out. Probably he must be
Yes.
saying he's giving me that pass certificate, I
Yes.
guess. So I didn't
Yes, of
do
course.
blunder.
Yeah.
So,
Present tense it is, like you are.
so
Who's
there's
it?
another, I don't know what this means. There's another message. Only you'll be able to
Le
translate that.
livre. Le livre c'est super. Je suis sûr. The book is superb, I am sure.
So Pranjal will
Thank
have
you, thank
to.
you. Merci. Merci bien.
So I guess there is some French talk there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
Avec
wonderful.
plaisir.
And
Avec plaisir. Avec plaisir.
so all the best. Anything that you want to say further about the book, or to your viewers, or to students who might be buying this book to study? Any last message that you would like to say?
Yeah, yeah. So, like every grain of sand and every drop of water contributes to the mighty ocean and the uh, lovely land. That's what Julia Carney has said. And so, I believe that whatever I have contributed, like I'm sure that if you will try to put this book on your bookshelf, it will be helpful for generations to come. And because media today is taking the place, no, of all the books and all, so books has its
Yes.
own place and value. So don't hesitate, and at this present moment only get your copy. You can contact me or you can buy it from Amazon. So my telephone number will be given down there, and otherwise you can purchase from Amazon all over the world.
Okay. So here Nandini again says, thank you so much to provide a good book to those who are interested in French and could not talk earlier, probably she's saying, because of
Yes,
all the
yes.
difficulties of the language. So
Right, true, 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 true. And that's what even I have also felt. After learning levels and levels, also sometimes you can't speak only. But
yeah,
this book encourages you to plunge into speaking. Yeah.
because that is true for any skill that you
And
acquire over the period of time.
ah,
If you don't get to practice that, you will never become confident, and then
you
slowly
go
you
to the
start
classes,
losing the
you
interest
learn.
also.
Ah, You learn
Yeah.
everything perfect. You learn the grammar perfect. You write down everything perfect by making it perfect, and then you just can't speak it. Like that. Then
Yes.
this
So,
book will, that's why I encourage you to speak out loud with all the dialogues, essays, and imaginable essays are also there. Like if I was rich and all these imagination type of topics are also there. So that will also be very interesting.
so great, Aruna, talking to you again, once again. So wish you
Thank you.
all the best for all the future endeavors that you might be planning, because I know you are the one person who can probably cannot sit and just enjoy what all you've already done. You always want to do something more and more. So there's lots there, a lot of potential in you, I guess, and you want to explore it all and you want to bring it all onto the table. So
Thank you.
best wishes from our side, best wishes from Women TV India. Or with that, I would like to take uh, your
A break.
permission to just bring it to an end. So all the
Thank
best
you,
to you.
Sarika. Thank you, Women TV. And again, wishing you all the good Karwa Chauth. All the best to
Thank
all.
जी जी। और तो हमारे
Thank you.
विमेन टीवी इंडिया के सभी दर्शकों को भी अब, क्योंकि 8 बजने में भी थोड़ा समय रह गया है, 2 घंटे रह गए हैं, तैयारी वैयारी शुरू हो
Yes.
चुकी होंगी पूजा की, चांद का टाइम चंडीगढ़ में। आई एम
हाँ,
टॉकिंग फ्रॉम चंडीगढ़, आई एम कन्वर्सिंग फ्रॉम चंडीगढ़, तो यहाँ का तो 8-10 का है, तो
right.
आसपास का ही रहेगा इंडिया में तो सब जगह। सो विशिंग यू ऑल द गुड लक everyone,
Thank you,
and Alpana,
everyone.
see you again. Hope to see you again with
Thank
something new. God bless.
me too. Thank you.